Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Schlimm.
They did what they could, but you're gonna have some scars. I'm sorry.
Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan.
Nimm's mit Humor.
Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
Das ist wohl wahr.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Ja, und damit hätten wir Garrus. Olé. Einer meiner Lieblingscharaktere. Er lebt und ist wieder da. Du weißt was er. So, den müssten wir unten finden, ne? Gehen wir noch dazu, Cruise Quarters.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
Hier haben wir eine Runde mit Garrus. Irgendwas, was wir uns hier angucken können? Achso, nein.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control.
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite, anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
Yay. Ship Enhancements, da. Die nehmen wir.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
I'm pleased to see that you're getting along with the new crew.
They're as friendly to me as people from a group like Cerberus can be. And they've got you vouching for them. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties, that was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but He could hack any system ever built.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I trained to become a Spectre after the Normandy was destroyed, but it didn't work out. Too much politicking at the Citadel. Nobody was willing to take risks. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the Mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Und das, meine Zuschauer, ist nicht der berühmteste Satz, aber einer der Sätze, die man wohl am meisten hören wird, eben zum Spiel, weil man mit Garrus reden will und der nicht reden will, was ja halt eben meistens nur passiert, wenn irgendwelche Ereignisse in der Main Story waren. Dann kommt immer dieser Satz, er ist immer irgendwas am Kalibrieren, die ganze Zeit.
Talk to you later,
I'll be here if you
Man
need
hat das
me.
Gefühl, er macht gar nichts anderes auf diesem Chip, außer Sachen zu kalibrieren und ist lustig. Chakwas. Ich hab den Brandy, meine Liebe.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Komm, trink mal mit der. Ich will nicht sagen mit der alten Frau, mit der alten Dame.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly it's true.
To the ornery bastard who flies this ship.
The best fighter jockey to ever take to the skies.
Und wir sind betrunken. Yay! Super. Und Miss Chakwas schläft ihren Rausch aus. Während wir jetzt ein wenig rumwanken werden.
What's this area of the ship? That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Und weil wir betrunken sind, dann gehen wir schon direkt weiter zu Miranda. Ah. Hat aufgehört. So, ist er mit der guten Chuck was getrunken, mit der Lady. Die ist super nett.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well.
As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Just remember who's in charge.
I know exactly who's in charge. I report to him regularly. I'm here, we're both here, because he wants it that way. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
How bad were the terms you and your father parted on?
Shots were fired.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
Miranda ist nur zu Cerberus gegangen, weil Cerberus genug Macht hat, um sie von ihrem doch sehr mächtigen Vater und seiner, sag mal, Familienkonzern und so weiter fernzuhalten und abzuschirmen. Nicht gerade fröhlicher Grund.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Talk about yourself
Oh,
like
that's
you're
not
just
my
a
fault.
tool.
Maybe.
You are who you are, Miranda.
The difference is you were great before.
Your spirit
That's
and
kind of you. I'm not sure I believe
Thanks for your time, Miranda.
Anytime, Commander. Commander.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe in...
I'll let you
Of course, Commander.
Ich habe es gerade mal nur durchgeskippt, um zu wissen, ob da noch was war. Ja, also hinter der doch eigentlich eiskalt Miranda steckt halt eben doch da eine ziemlich kaputte Vergangenheit. Man stellt sich mal vor, man hat einen Vater, der einen so designt, wie man es haben will, aus seinen eigenen Genen.
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
Ja, also eins kann man Cerberus lassen, so schlecht wie sie sein mögen, sie sorgen zumindest für ihre Leute. Aber wie gesagt, in dem Sinne, Miranda ist ja an sich an der Person nicht schlecht, sie ist halt eben jetzt nur, sie sieht sich irgendwie selbst halt eben noch nicht wirklich als Mensch, sondern halt eben, wie ihr Vater sie erschaffen hat, als eine perfekte Kreation, die benutzt werden kann. Weil, wie gesagt, ihr Vater sieht es halt eben benutzbar.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
Ich hab hier was für euch.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Na komm.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillion 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
Yes! 500 Credits, immerhin. Oh, der wollte gerade was sagen. Ich hab ihn
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
abgehakt.
Will do,
Ich hab ihn
Commander.
abgehakt. Tut mir leid. So, irgendwie scheint mir manchmal in so manchen Gegenständen in die Luft getrieben zu werden. Seltsam. Höchst seltsam. Ich muss auch sagen, dass ich Said noch nicht gefunden habe. Vielleicht ist er hier im Lagerraum. Achso, hier können wir Überwachungskameras durchschalten.
Hey, don't touch.
Ach, er ist hier.
That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle. Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Das ist echt ein harter Kerl. Ach, da. Wo? Hey, wir können Müll entsorgen. Als ob wir dafür keine Leute hätten. Der Typ hat sich ja direkt häuslich hier eingerichtet, ja? Seine ganzen Besitztümer hier rein.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Varakan. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planetside. Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
Ich wollte auch mit dir reden.
So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50.
Okay, mit dem
Guess you're elusive, man. Big on forgiveness.
Mit dem können wir nicht wirklich reden. Ich glaube, lass den Aufzug mal offen. Und reden wir jetzt trotzdem noch mit den letzten Leuten. Wenn wir schon dabei sind, anscheinend wollen die alle was reden.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Tun wir das nochmal. Operating the Omega on Lorek in New. Okay, wir sollten bei Lorek vorbeigucken. Wo Eclipse-Leute sind, die einen Cerberus-Typen festhalten. Gut. John Whitson, wer auch immer das ist. Area gave me this address, I think I met you at the afterlife. Keine Ahnung, ich kann mich nicht dran erinnern, dass wir den getroffen haben. Ach so, das ist der Junge, den wir aufgehalten haben, dass der bei den Mercs mitmacht. Ja genau, der wäre uns auch nicht vor die Flinte gelaufen, hätten wir den umbringen müssen. Ist der total betrunken? Ja, der hat sich abgeschossen in der Bar, weil er so frustriert war. Und jetzt ist er unser Leben dankbar, weil er nicht gestorben ist. Von dem Doktoranden, von dem Daniel. Der dankt uns nochmal. Danke. Die haben fast die komplette Pest ausgerottet. Und kriegen den Rest selber hin. Denen geht's also allen gut. So. Sonst noch irgendwas? Ah, genau. Reden wir mit dem ganzen Rest hier nochmal kurz.
Commander. Can I
I'm
help you
more
with
interested in just talking for
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
What was your proudest career moment?
Covered this, didn't we? It was after getting sidelined. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
I can only see they lost a fine soldier, Jacob.
That's not how the Alliance sees it. Hell, they did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead, or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
Way to boil it down, Jacob. I hope you keep a better attitude about our current mission.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties.
So, haben wir den auch ein bisschen aufgewärmt, nachdem er ganz am Anfang überhaupt nicht über sich reden wollte. Ja, mit dem haben wir auch einiges gemeinsam, weil der halt eben früh auch in der Allianz war. Ziemlich guter Soldat sogar, bis halt eben da rausgeworfen wurde wegen irgendeiner Sache. Und hier gelandet ist. Und halt eben nicht so von Cerberus Ideologie versetzt ist, wie manch andere.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that, actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
I had a feeling you were holding something back.
Apologies, classified information, but you've earned the full story. Need to know me, what I can do, what I did. Wasn't lying completely. Initially just did recon, but uncovered data. Troubling. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Maybe they were just having a lucky year. Or fewer mercs left, meaning more Krogan were left to repopulate.
Please, Shepard. Social environmental concerns accounted for. Not an undergraduate. Population spike caused by adaptation to genophage. No other possibility.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy. Krogan included.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
I doubt you've told many people about this, Morden. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Jo, haben wir den Morden auch geredet. Und herausgefunden, dass er geholfen hat, diesen Virus, der auf die Kroganer losgelassen wurde, diesen Genvirus, verbessert hat, um die Wirkung beizubehalten. Ich habe jetzt auch extra nicht wertend geantwortet, weil es ist passiert und eine Wertung ändert es jetzt nicht. Ich finde es weder richtig noch falsch. Also, es hat ja alles seine Gründe und wiederum seine Gegengründe, aber was will man machen?
Check is clean. Hey Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, cause he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Also der Konflikt zwischen ihm und Edi ist einfach herrlich. Und seine Mimik gerade auch. Reden wir noch kurz mit unserer... Nee, obwohl das lasse ich.
No messages for you,
Ich
Commander.
habe keine Lust, diese Folge mit ihr eine Beziehung anzufangen, was mehr oder weniger passiert, wenn man mit ihr ausgiebig geredet. Automatisch. Ist zwar ganz praktisch, weil es die Fische füttert, die man hat oder sich kaufen kann auf verschiedenen Planeten. Aber sie ist halt eben auch nur unsere, wie soll man sagen, Adjutantin. Und ich wollte mal gucken, was sonst noch so möglich ist. Und nicht uns wieder auf sie festlegen. Aber ich würde sagen, wir haben eine ganze Menge geschafft. Wir werden, glaube ich, in der nächsten Aufnahmesession nochmal nach Omega gehen. Noch ein paar Sachen erledigen. Gucken, ob noch... Ja, aufstoßen, Entschuldigung. Ob noch irgendwelche Sachen offen sind. Machen wir in der nächsten Folge und bis dahin würde ich sagen, auf Wiedersehen.